If you have followed the main file, you will be aware of the day that Captain Morrow convinced Andor Tarkov to join the orbital drop shock troopers in honor of his uncle, Staff Sergeant Kellman Stark. Upon Andor's agreement, the Office of Naval Intelligence thought it necessary to document his life until his recruitment due to his rather complicated family at home.
But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Controversy and confusion has flooded Waypoint once again, with another speech from Voice of the Colony's representative, Ormos Tarkov, addressing the increasing concern over the UNSC's potential abandonment of the outer colonies after the conclusion of the Second Battle of Harvest 5 years ago. For those of you just tuning in, Voice of the Colonies has been hard at work attending multiple court rulings and meetings in an attempt to gain the attention of the inner colonies and the upper echelons of the UEG, but have so far been left unrecognized by local and galaxy-wide politics.
As the fires of war continue to spread across the outer colonies, we need to know whether or not it's those aliens we need to be worried about, or our very own government. My sources have confirmed 12 lost planets in the last year alone, and only once was there a sign of UNSC presence. If humanity is truly what matters to you, Chairman, then perhaps you need to stop looking up from your ivory tower's balcony and to your news screens once in a while.
Representative Tarkov's strong words have stirred a great deal of commotion over the past few days, gaining the attention of social influencers across Waypoint that are now providing what the galaxy truly thinks of the debate, calling it the greatest conspiracy of 2536.
It's honestly so sad to see them suffering. But what do they expect the UNSC to do? There's only 1,000 ships in the fleet? Do they expect them to be everywhere at once?
It's ridiculous that these people in high society claim that because they are safe and protected, that people out here in the wilds are safe too. No one's coming to arrest you for trying to contact the inner colony transport, is there? No one's refusing access to important infrastructure because your colony was deemed too high of a risk for resource loss, right?
My coverage of this is the same as all my previous thoughts, but if the UEG continues to say that the outer colonies are valued while not doing anything to protect them, I don't see a stronger example of actions speak louder than words.
As the Voice of the Colonies continues to push for outer colony support and recognition, we are seeing more and more support rally around the families who are unfortunate enough to have lost loved ones during the many evacuations that have taken place over the last few years. The UEG still have yet to make any statement regarding the reps of the Voice of the Colonies, but CCBN will continue to follow the events as they unfold.
Don't need to hear any more of that nonsense.
I'm sorry, Eteshem. I know this has been a hard battle for you.
Hard doesn't begin to describe it. They act like the outer colonies aren't screaming for them to listen.
This war has taxed all of us greatly. They know that.
Funny way of showing it. They don't put up any effort to keep even one of our trade routes to the inner colonies open.
There must be a reason for that.
Are you defending their actions?
I am simply trying to rationalize your situation.
My situation? This has never been just my situation.
I don't mean it like that. I mean to say that perhaps there is more going on than what we know.
Secrets, then. Even more dangerous.
You have too much going on for you to worry yourself over these political struggles. What of me? What of your son?
When the boy figures out who he will become, then I'll decide what to pour into him.
I don't believe that to be wise. He doesn't share your sentiment for the outer colonies.
That bastard captain got in his head, that's all. When he sees what I see, he'll come around.
And if he doesn't?
Hey, sorry I'm late. Got stuck after school. I'm gonna go do homework now. See ya.
Hold on, Andor.
Yeah.
School was out 2 hours ago. Where have you been?
Oh,
It better not have been those lunatics again.
Ormos. Where were you, Kikshikem?
I was out with some of the veterans.
I thought I told you to—
Ormos!
I specifically said never to hang around those men.
They're all right guys, Dad. They've been telling me all about their travels, the places they've seen.
The planets they allowed the Covenant to destroy.
They didn't—
I'm telling you one final time, boy. If you spend time with them again, I will ensure that you're homeschooled. Got it?
Okay.
You will do no such thing. You may go to your room. Dinner's in 1 hour. What the hell was that?
You know damn well that I'm not letting a son of mine get looped into the UNSC bullshit.
So he can be looped into yours.
I am standing for the upright justice of the colonies.
You stand on nothing but your own delusions. The UEG won't speak to you because there is nothing to address. You refuse to read their official statements about priorities.
How can they prioritize one colony over another? To let the poor die and the rich live?
My brother died so that this colony could live. He would have never been here if the UNSC hadn't listened to our cries for help.
He died for something that kills more of us than the alien freaks do.
Go for a drive.
I'm not going.
I will do something very illegal if you do not step out of that door and cool off. Now. Andor?
Come in.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't know.
I'm sorry he's like this.
I thought he and Uncle Stark were friends. Why does he hate the UNSC?
He doesn't hate them, he just... His friendship with my brother was unstable at best. Kellman's family, my family, has a long history of soldiering for the UNSC. Your father's family, however, grew up in places like Erdenes, the places that the hatred for the UNSC was the strongest. They never could quite settle their differences.
Where does that hatred come from?
It's been so long. So many generations. I think most have forgotten the true start of it all. But these days, it just seems to be that the outer colonies want to be left alone.
What does that have to do with me?
You've always talked about wanting to be like your uncle. Having a son that looks up to another man can be troubling.
Andor, with very little to say in response to such a statement, embraced his mother and silently pondered if his father would accept his willingness to join the UNSC.
God hath given you one face, and you make yourself another. No, I will resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power.
The next day, Ormos Tarkov would invite his son to go out on a walk to talk to him about his future.
You've been awfully quiet. Are you going to talk to me?
You don't like what I say?
I don't like seeing my son go down the wrong path.
According to who?
This is about more than me, Andor.
According to who, Dad?
The outer colonies. The people we protect.
And what does the UNSC do then?
Lie. That's all they've ever done.
Like the people on the chatternet say? Those stupid conspiracy theorists?
They're not all theories.
Some people in nearby worlds think that the Covenant is just some fabrication.
They let their concerns get the best of their judgment. That's all.
The soldiers that speak out against you, that know what is actually going on out there, do you think they're just lying too?
The UNSC never did anything that backs up their words.
If Uncle Stark were here...
Kellman is dead because of the people that threw him onto the front line. If you think you can make a difference, then go ahead and join the war effort and see if I care. I'll be sure to be the last to speak at your funeral.
Is this ever about the UNSC protecting outer colonies?
I can't let you go. That's final.
You can't just keep me from what I want to do.
Like hell I can't. Kellman put some sick dream in your mind, and I'm making sure you don't end up like him!
A hero?
Dead, boy! Dead!
I'm not a boy.
You're acting like one, thinking that this desire to be a war hero is anything other than some twisted version of reality. You are not the hero of the human race!
And you aren't either. At least I'd be doing something for humanity instead of whining for other people to fix your problems for you.
We only want what's best for our colonies. Seeing the inner colonies thriving while we get the short end of the stick. It makes no sense. I don't want you to fight for someone that doesn't truly care about you.
I wouldn't be fighting for them. You know that.
It wouldn't matter who you're fighting for if you joined them. You'd be wasting your time.
Then I'll go waste my time.
Andor, you can't seriously be considering this. If you do this, you are not my son!
Fine.
Andor.
Andor? What's wrong? Andor! What is going on? Are you packing?
I'm leaving.
You're what? What are you talking about?
If he doesn't want me, then I don't need to be here.
Who, Andor?
I'm calling Franklin.
You can't be serious! I won't let you!
Mom, I'm going to be fine.
You're not old enough to leave! I'm not ready for that!
take it up with him.
This is a secure UNSC connection. Who is this?
Franklin, it's me.
Andor?
I need to leave. You said you'd have a place for me.
Of course. Is everything okay?
My dad.
Ah, I see. Right. I'll be down to pick you up shortly. You caught me at a good time. The Aegis is preparing to leave the system tomorrow.
Thanks, Franklin.
I'll have a room ready for you.
Andor, please.
Where do you think you're going?
I want to go.
You're not going anywhere.
You can't scare me.
You're terrified! Don't lie to me, boy!
Ormos, what is this about?
This boy wants to die for a worthless cause, just like your brother!
You're chasing him off. You're the reason why he's doing this.
I'm trying to keep him safe!
You're doing the opposite. You're pushing him away.
Stop.
How about you keep yourself out of this, Amelia? Let me handle this.
You've done so well already, haven't you?
What? Are you leaving next? Almost. Franklin. That's Captain Boro to you, citizen. You're not taking my son. Your son believes that he is unsafe. By law, I can declare you to be unfit to be his guardian. Using the law against me? Do you think that matters? I believe it does if you wish to stay out of a cell. I am not letting you take him. Keep your hands where I can see them. You don't want to do this.
Ormos, please. You've done enough.
We're not finished here, Boro. Yes, we are. Come on, Andor.
Thank you, Franklin. Take care of him.
I will. He's in good hands. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's sudden.
I'll be fine. He'll come back.
I know he will. Are you ready, Andor?
Yeah.
Pack it up, troops! Get us back home! Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay.
I understand. We'll talk on the Aegis, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Come with me. I'll show you to your quarters.
Captain, the body counter appears to be 1 over what we currently... Oh. Hello.
A last-minute inclusion, harlot. This is Andor.
Why is he so small?
Don't mind her. She's getting a bit old. In need of replacement.
My hearing is excellent, Captain.
We've had this discussion, harlot. Are we ready to travel to Earth?
Wait, you're going to Earth?
Engines are warming as we speak, Captain.
I'm going to Earth?
It just so happens that we are in need of some serious renovations. And you need to be in United Korea to begin your training.
United Korea? That sounds familiar.
It should, if your uncle told you enough stories. It's where he was trained. Where the best are trained.
I'm going to be a hell jumper?
One of the best, Andor. I'm certain of it.
Ain't I a little young?
We've had young ones sneak into the Corps before. This time, however, I believe you'll fit in just fine. This will be your room. I hope it's as comfortable as your room back home.
It's... Thanks. Thank you.
Of course. Are you going to be okay?
It's a bit soon to ask.
I know. There's a lot to work through. I'm always here if you need it.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Get your rest. I'll be on the bridge.
With the Aegis fleet preparing for refitting and rearming, it would be quite some time before the ship would take to space again, giving Andor Tarkov plenty of time to get started in the orbital drop shock troopers the very next year.
What the hell is this? A kid?
Not just a kid. Kellman Stark's nephew.
Stark? Interesting. You anything like him?
I'd like to think so, sir.
You got the looks, kid. Let's see if you got his heart. Get out there! I want you on that bus yesterday!
Sir. Yes, sir.
Do you truly think he'll be like Stark?
If he is anything like him, he'll be better.
Andor Tarkov would grow into a quite capable soldier as the drill instructor predicted. He would join with his new companion, Jackson Helix, and a friend from another battalion, Mike Thompson. These friendships would be the start of Andor's reputation among the ODST, eventually leading to his recruitment into the elite squad Delta 4.
With hair outstanding, then like reeds, not hair, was the first man that leaped, cried, "Hell is empty, and all the devils are here."
Well, officer, it appears you have reached the end of this sequence. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm always happy to.
Here's the problem. New files have been added. Accessing files.